Those early Tekken games has always been a staple at my house growing up, so I'm a huge fan ever since the late 90s, followed closely by Street Fighter, specifically Street Fighter 2. And this series just holds a special place and always will. Tekken 8 got announced back in August. Shit man, I was over the moon, and naturally I started to think about a couple of things that I wanted them to include in this game. And look, even though that gameplay trailer was short, man, it was straight fire. Jin vs Kazuya, this just has to be one of the most epic showdowns ever. So, let's talk story, gameplay, modes and features, and just everything we want in Tekken 8. Tekken 7 ended with an epic showdown between Ahachi and Kazuya. Twisted father-son relationship where the one is constantly trying to kill the other one for the sake of power and dominance. To be fair, ever since Kazuya was a little kid, his dad was already out to get him. So, yep, he's got some justified and serious daddy issues. But hey, Kazuya finally manages to extract enough rage against our old mate Ahachi and finally kills him with a mega blow to the chest. Now, even though many would say that he deserved what was coming, it actually turns out that Ahachi may not have been such a bad guy in the end, as his goal has always been to eradicate the devil gene. It was quite sad to see him go, as Tekken 8 might be the first ever Tekken to not feature Ahachi. I mean, I hope we somehow see him again in some shape or form, but I don't expect the devs would have killed him in 7 just to bring him back in 8. That wouldn't make sense, but yeah, anything is possible in the batshit crazy world of Tekken. Where dinosaurs wear boxing gloves, there's a gun, and devils fight each other in a tournament. But look, I don't care. Tekken is a hot mess, and the new gameplay trailer with Jin and Kazuya certainly adds more fuel to the fire. I really like both of these characters, and I hope they don't end up killing each other. The sad thing about Kazuya is that he doesn't really despise Jin or wants to kill him. It's just the devil gene inside of him that wants to do this. Yes, Kazuya wants to extract Jin's portion of the devil gene for total world domination, but he's being influenced and manipulated by the devil. Thing is, Jin doesn't really know that and just wants to kill him for making his and his mom's life miserable and for granting him with that curse. Jun Kazama is truly the only one that knows this and always tried to persuade Jin not to kill his father and grandfather. But man, honestly, I think in Tekken 8 the feud between the two is going to take on a new dimension. I also hope that they circle around unknown and how this evil is connected to Jun. We know it's like the devil form of Jun, but yeah, it would be cool to have some sort of a tie-in Tekken 8. So in terms of music, where to start? I love Tekken's music, and I was thinking for Tekken 8, and since it's Jin versus Kazuya, it would be cool if they could, somehow rework Jin's Tekken 3 theme and also Kazuya's emotionless passion. Bring it back and also reworking some of the series' other classics would be pretty cool, and it would also be great if you could select your own soundtrack from the Tekken series during fights or during different modes, and yeah, I don't know, that would be pretty cool. So yeah, gameplay wise, the trailer gives us little to go by outside of the usual Tekken gameplay mechanics. It's clear that we're going to be fighting our enemies in the air and juggling the health bars away, but the question is, how will the devs just mix some things up a bit and enhance the experience? Tekken 7's guest characters like Street Fighter's Akuma presented an opportunity for the series to explore the use of super bars. With Tekken 8, we may be seeing this becoming something more universal for the entire cast. By implementing a resource, Tekken could finally unshackle its rage moves from the health bar, enabling new mechanics and strategies. This is just a personal opinion. But look, resource management was never something fully explored in the series, so new resource-based moves to me just feels like the way to go for Tekken 8. Finally, one more thing we would love to see in Tekken 8 is for them to unify Tekken Tag with the mainline entry and also include all of the series' characters. By having the option to either play as 2v2 or 1v1, we can finally have more choices in how we want to play Tekken. This could also actually open up doors for, different combat systems, so yeah. The Tekken series has always had a fairly robust set of extra modes and features, but the 7th installment was a bit lacking in this department, so what we'd like to see in Tekken 8 is the return to form. Now, Tekken Force mode may not have been the greatest recreation of a beat 'em up, but it had its charm. So, we'd love to see this mode make a return in Tekken 8 and perhaps be a way to drive additional story pieces like multiple narrative paths which we could follow depending on which character we use. And while we're at it, we'd also love to see some couch co-op this time around. Also, Tekken 7 implemented some crazy cool ideas to help players learn the game. What immediately springs to mind is the Punish Trainer, a tool that helps you to learn how to best respond to big moves and get big damage when your opponent makes a mistake. The devs should definitely expand on this and add more tools to allow us to better improve our gameplay. To take it a step further, they could turn these tutorials into mini games that reward customization items. Okay, one last feature Tekken 8 should have, which I know might be a bit far-fetched, but imagine if they also included some early Tekken games like Tekken 1 to 3, advanced the features a bit and also added online multiplayer to them as well. Dude, that would be epic. Alright guys, so this is my wish list for Tekken 8. But what did you guys think? What are you excited about for the next chapter? What features and mechanics would you guys like to see? As always, sound off in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did like this video and this type of stuff, and yeah, take care of yourselves and thank you for all the support, and we will see you for the next one.